been some massive differences along the way. I've had 50 years in cricket, so I think I'm well versed to tell you what has changed. Take broadcasting now, and it used to be black and white, of course, now we've got colour. I think in the early days of television, and it would be cine reel, go back to cine reel, and it'd be what we would call a closed end, just one camera at one end, it wasn't open-ended. And there would be 4 to 6 cameras at one of the big games. Now there are 40 cameras at the games. And then you've got technology. Everything is so precise now, whereas everything used to be on the umpire say-so. Protective clothing has come in. I played in an era where we didn't have helmets and we didn't have thigh pads and things like that. Shin pads, which fielders wear. So there's been a massive change, and the size of the bats. And that is a contentious issue, size of cricket bats, because I can tell you that these cricket grounds, and we're at one of the best now at Lord's, the grounds are shrinking, and it's shrinking because of health and safety. The barriers are brought in. I'm right next to the barrier. This is the boundary. Not now, it isn't. When I played, this was the boundary. In the new regime, the boundary are advertising boards, and then there's the boundary rope with more advertising boards. So I'm in 20 metres. That boundary is in 20 metres from where it used to be. Gary Sobers is my hero. Wonderful cricketer, do anything, bowl fast, bowl spin, field brilliantly, and the most accomplished batsman. The most devastating player, Viv Richards. I played against Viv, and it was a pleasure to play against him. You knew he was going to get 100, but you enjoyed watching him play and his presence at the crease. And the other great artist, and there's a theme here, as you can see, I'm going for another West Indian, Brian Lara. Absolutely fantastic player for the West Indies, breaking all sorts of records. Scored 501 in one innings on his own. And then if you want an England player, I'm going to tell you this, the best England batsman that I've seen, and I've seen them all, Kevin Peterson. Well, we just finished an Ashes series. Joe Root is a wonderful player for England, and I like the way that he's developed his game, as has Steve Smith, who's now captain of Australia. I watched Steve Smith come into Test cricket. He was a fish out of water, but now he is a brilliant player. I like David Warner. I like the mischief of David Warner. He gets on with it. And moving further afield, Hashim Amla for South Africa is a terrific batsman, wonderful player. Virat Kohli for India, box office, you know, you just want to watch him bat for a long, long time. And so I've mentioned lots and lots of batsmen, and also talk about bowlers. Jimmy Anderson is the king of swing. We've seen that for a number of years now. He's from Lancashire, he's from Burnley, I'm a bit biased. But for raw pace, Dale Steyn. You know, a lad for South Africa who races in, and whether it's 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the morning or 5 o'clock in the evening, he's still running in, as is Mitchell Johnson. So there's a good mix there of batsmen and then really quick pacemen.